Hey guys, FIFA Vic here, and welcome to episode 1 of my new manager mode series. I'm managing Leeds United. It's pretty much where I live, guys. I live just outside Leeds. I work in Leeds City Centre, and so it just seemed like the obvious choice. Keep it close to home. I thought it'd be a bit weird if I was like doing a Welsh team and not having a Welsh accent or something like that, you know. So I thought I'd do Leeds. I know quite a bit about Leeds. I follow their progress and all that sort of stuff. So it seemed like the obvious choice, guys. So I've gone with that. They want me to have a bit of a cup run, get to round of 16 or 32 in the domestic cups, and they have told me they want me to achieve a high table finish, which means they don't expect promotion from me in this first season. As you can see, these are the guys that I've transfer listed. We have a lot of players in the squad, 33. I prefer to go with like a 26-27 man squad, and and try and get some young lads out of that on loan. So I've got a big long transfer list of players that I'm going to try and move on, and I'm going to start looking at targets as well. If there's anyone that you saw on that list, if you want to go back and pause it, if there's anyone who saw that list that you think I should not be selling, just let me know in the comments. That would be fantastic. And if there's anyone who you think I should be picking up, put that in the comments as well. That would be much appreciated. We're going to have a look at this guy, Paulo Sarabia. He is at Getafe at the moment, and is a right midfielder with really high potential. So we're going to look to pick him up. Obviously, we've got quite a tight transfer budget, as a lot of teams do in the Championship. So we're going to have to move quite a few players on, and then just look to pick up 3 or 4. From my first impressions of the squad, my first looking at the squad, the one thing we're really genuinely short of is wide players. So I'm going to look to try and bring in 2 wide players, if at all possible. Sarabia here, we're putting in an offer of just under 2 million, I believe, for him. They told us they wanted 2.8, I think. I did an inquiry, and that's what they said. So we're going to put in an offer of 2 million, 1.9 million, and see if we can pick him up. But I think we've only got about 3 million total to spend. So that is how that's going, and we do actually manage to pick this fella up. I had a look on Foothead, and his I'm not going to be using Foothead a lot, but his potential does seem really high, his potential growth, and he is going to slot straight into the team because his overall rating is pretty good. You can see my potential starting 11 there in that little graphic there in the left hand side. We've got El Hadj Diouf. If we end up keeping him, if no one comes in to buy El Hadj Diouf, then he will definitely start quite a few games for me because he's a very high rated player. But because of his age and because of his value and his salary, I do actually want to move him on, if at all possible. We're selling on a few cheapy players as well, a few guys that are over the hill. Noel Hunt here, as you can see, 30 years old, 66 rated. That's not the direction we want to move in as a club. We are a bit striker heavy as well. We've only got 4 centre-backs, but we've got like 6 or 7 striking options. So that's another. Paul Green here, we're looking to move on. He's 30 years old as well. And we're going to look to pick up some more youth. We're going to have a look at this fella from Leverkusen. We're going to look at a goalie from Stoke as well. But we've got our first pre-season friendly match against Chelsea of all teams. A bitter rivalry between Chelsea and Leeds over the years. Not bitter as such, but quite a fierce rivalry, I'd say, between the two teams. You can see how my 11 are lining up. There's some fierce competition in a few spots. In my eyes, the standout awesome players in this squad from day one are McCormack, obviously the striker, super top talent, and Austin as well, the captain in the centre. He, again, both of those are absolute beast players. We've got Byram at right back as well, who's probably the most exciting talent, young talent possibly in the Leeds squad. Him and McCormack certainly are going to go on to very big things in my personal opinion. So we're playing out this game with Chelsea, as you can see. The formation that I want to run with in overall for this team, for this squad, as my management style, is 4-2-3-1. And I don't mind if that's with left and right mids or with 3 cams, a left cam and a right cam and what have you. Yeah, so that's definitely the formation that I really want to progress with. And so I'm obviously going to need to find a perfect number 10. I started this game with McCormack at number 10, but I quickly moved him up top as Varney. Has no height, he has no physical presence in the opposition box from a heading perspective. So Varney's a tricky one. Obviously, as you guys all know, FIFA 14 headers are a big part of it. They're a big source of goals this year, so we're going to have to be careful with what we do with that. So we get into our second friendly against Rubin Kazan in Russia, and this is a tough test, especially because I've decided to play all of my reserve players, if you like. All my second choice players are in the team for this game. There's a few options, you know. There's a few good guys that are definitely going to be pushing for a first team spot in this lineup. Peltier is one. Got spoiled for choice at right back. Got two very good championship standard right backs. Peltier with an excellent cross for our first goal of my career. Scored by Polion, who I don't really know actually. Presumably he's just a young striker that's not quite broken through at Leeds yet. But an excellent goal from Waxo puts Rubin Kazan back in front, and they do end up edging us out 2-1. But that's what friendlies are for, guys. It gave me a great chance to have a look at all of my reserve players, and they did pretty well, to be fair, as well to them. Still looking to pick up this Stoke City 19-year-old goalkeeper. I'll let you know how that goes in the next episode. Hope you like this. If you do, hit the like button. Thanks, guys. Bye.